Hi, hope everybody's having a great day. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes to get into the crafting network. But I want to show you guys something while we're waiting. Look at all this stuff that's on my desk. A lot of stuff. And this is not even all the stuff. This is just some of the stuff that I have collected. And the reason I have all this stuff is because several years ago, I had decided that I was going to start doing junk journaling. So I bought all this stuff, and I bought this large notebook that I was going to actually use for my journal. It was a sketchbook, but I never started doing the journaling. And then about 2, maybe 3 years ago, I decided I was going to do it, but I was going to do it differently. And I was going to do a chalk couture journal, as so to speak. So I bought this little notebook, and it was brown. The cover of it was just brown, just like the pages. But I chalked the cover front and back, and I made this little tag that says "My Little Book of Happy," and put on the front of it. And that was as far as I got. I still never did any journaling. But I've been inspired the last few weeks or so. I guess I've started watching junk journal videos again. And I've been inspired. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my little notebook out. And I'm going to start I'm going to make the junk journal. I'm not necessarily going to journal because that's just not something that I do. But I like the idea of a junk journal. So I am going to make the journal. Whether I have a journal in it or not, we'll see. But anyway, let me know when you come in. Say hello. And we are going to get this done. Some of the things that I'm going to be using, I got some envelopes on my desk. A couple of the envelopes. Some inspirational cards. Some notepads. I got a lot of stuff on this desk, y'all. Y'all saw the pile. One of the things I'm most excited about is this paper pad, because I got a lot of paper pads too. Because in my quest to junk journal, I bought a lot of paper, and this paper is beautiful. So we're going to use some of this today too, I think. But let's get started. But I'm going to chalk today. I got this transfer, and when I bought this transfer, I really didn't pay attention to the size. I didn't realize it's as big as it is. This one is called Just My Type, and I'm going to use it because there's a lot of other sayings on here that I like, especially this one that says, "I'm created to create." So we're going to use all these little sayings, and we're going to chalk them all in my little notebook today. So first thing I need to do, I guess, is to cut these apart. So that I can chalk them. Let me go ahead and do that. And I'm not going to completely cut the transfer apart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to score all these cut lines and keep them intact so that when I put the transfer pieces back, they will all still be together and not a bunch of little pieces lying around. hope everybody's had a great day. We are having a snow day today because it did snow. It started snowing last night and it snowed through the night. So I did not have to go to work today. The snow has started to melt because it was just snow. It was no ice, thankfully. And it's starting to melt. But you know what happens when all that snow melts and the temperatures are still pretty low? It's going to turn into ice. But right now we got snow and I enjoy it. And I am live in the Crafting Network. So let me turn myself down. And it's starting to melt, but you know what happens when all that snow melts? Hi, Jen. Thank you. All right. So let me finish cutting these out. Jen, I hope you're having a great day so far. This is, like I said, I didn't realize this one was so big. And normally I'll check the sizes before I buy them. And I had looked at this one and I just assumed it was a small one. And I'm okay with the size. I just didn't realize how big it was till I got it in the mail. And I was like, oh my goodness. So, all right. So this is what we're going to do. One of the other things that I did was I started going through this little book and I was going to wax all the pages because when I chalk on paper, I do wax. And I was going to wax all the pages. But 10 pages in, I decided I didn't want to wax all the pages. So I did a few and I just do them as I need them. I need to cut that some more. All right. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to use this part right at the top that says created to create. And I am going to chalk that on my first page. So what I need to do first is fuzz this. So let me get my little fuzzing towel. And I'm not even going to pull the whole thing off because I don't need the whole thing. So let me get my fuzzing towel and just fuzz this part that I'm going to be using. This table that I use for my dad's is actually a dining table. It's a small dining table. And yeah, it's still some days not big enough. Like I said, we got snow here. So it's been really pretty. But I know it's going to be a mess when it melts and refreezes. Something to look forward to. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to chalk this first page. And I'm going to do all the pages that I chalked today in black velvet. Try to get this centered. This is a pretty good sized piece. So let's do this. Make sure I got it smoothed down. And all I'm talking is the words. So when you come in, say hello and let me know you're there. And thanks for joining me. Didn't have that smoothed down good. I hope that's not going to be a problem. All right, that's the first page. Let's pull this up. I'm just going to drop this back down until I get around to cleaning it. We're going to dry this. All right. And that's our first page. Now, the other things on this transfer that I'm going to use is need to cut this one. I didn't cut all the way through one of them. One says my creative process. The other one says you can. End of story. I live for the moments you can't put into words. Being creative is not a hobby, it's a way of life. And P.S. Don't forget to have a good time. So I'm going to use all of these throughout my little book. And we're going to add some other things in here too. I think on the next page, I am going to use the creative process. And it says, my creative process, 1. This is awesome. Because, you know, that's what we think when we come up with an idea. This is going to be a great idea. This is going to be a great project. 2, this is tricky. 3, this is expletive. 4, I am. 5, this might be okay. And then 6, this is awesome. So we started this is awesome. We go through a whole lot of other feelings. And then we get back to this is awesome. So that's going to go on my first page, or rather my second page, I guess. So, all right. I'm going to put it right up here at the very top. I have always been impressed with junk journaling. And I have tried to do journaling. I never stick with it. I do 2, maybe 3 pages, and then I'm over it. I'm over it. So again, whether I have a journal in this or not, we'll see. But I'm going to create the journal. This should be fun. All right. Hi, Mary. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me. So let's put this one away. Let's try this. And then we're going to go in a few more pages, and we're going to use the being creative is not a hobby, it's a way of life. So let me skip ahead some. And let's do this one. Make sure I got my pages smoothed down so that I don't bleed beneath my transfer. And the next one says, P.S. Don't forget to have fun. I'm going to put it closer toward the back. And as I buy more transfers, I'll probably use others throughout here. Ones that I find to be interesting or just cute or inspiring, I will put in here. And the last one, well, let's try this. The last one I'm going to put in here says, you can, end of story. And I'm going to put it at the very back. And I'll take all these into the bathroom later on and clean them. But for now, I'm just going to lay them to the side. And I'm going to put this right in the center of the very back. Put my excess back into the jar. And I think that's all the chalking that we're doing. Need to get my wipes so I can wipe my fingers. Because I got chalk all over my fingers. And let me try this last one. So this is what we got so far. Like I said, I did the outside a long time ago. Hi, Kelly. How you doing? Thank you. I did the outside a while ago, a couple of years ago, and I never got back to it. But we're going to do it. And then my first page says created to create. My second page is my creative process. The very last page I added, you can, end of story. And there's another one in here somewhere. Where did I put it? Right here. P.S. Don't forget to have fun. So let's go back and add some stuff to this now. These little pages right here, this is something new that Chalk Couture has started doing, and it's rice paper. So I bought some because I think rice paper is pretty. And I'm going to add these in here in a couple of places. So we're going to have to use some Mod Podge for this. But let me get them out. And I'm going to trim the white off of them. Kelly, what have you been doing today? Have you been out in all that snow? I can get it out of here without tearing it. This one is called Parisian Promenade. Oh, I got a sneeze. That won't come out. This is really pretty. And I can't get it out. All right, here we go. Get that. So I'm going to trim all the white from around the edges because I don't want that. And then we're going to decoupage it onto this pad. And I tried to find my paper cutter. I have no idea where they are. Because again, this room, there's so much stuff in this room. And I haven't taken the time to get it organized the way I want it. And I know I own stuff, but I have a hard time finding stuff sometimes. And all of us crafters know that's how we end up with a lot of stuff. Because we can't find stuff and we go buy more stuff. But I'm not doing that. Eventually, I will find the time to get this room organized. And maybe I get rid of some stuff that I need to get rid of. I hear you. Stay home, stay safe, stay warm. I went outside just long enough to sweep off my steps. And then I came right back in. I have no intention of going anywhere. Mary, what have you been doing? All right, let's put this one in here. And I think what I need to do is just do this a little bit at a time so I don't wrinkle it. Honestly, I've never worked with rice paper before. I've done napkins, and I'm sure it's the same concept, but I've never actually worked with rice paper before. So I'm just going to put it down a little bit at a time. And smooth it down. What I really want to do is just cover the whole page in Mod Podge and be done with it. But again, I don't want to risk wrinkles. All right. And then I'm going to go over it with a layer of Mod Podge on top of it. Trying to get a cold. Which I guess is better than getting the flu, which is what's been going around at my job. Okay, let's try this. Alrighty, so there's that. And then I have this one. This one is called Springtime in Paris. Seems to be a Parisian theme going on here. And I'm going to just flip back here. Actually, maybe I put it, since they're both Parisian themes, I just put it on the back side. I can just get it out. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the border off this one as well. Hi, Natalie. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me. Natalie, today I am starting to create a junk journal because this is something that I've said I was going to do for a while, and I have bought stuff and started to do it and then not done it, but this time I'm doing it. I'm going to create this journal, and I may not journal in it because, you know, it's just something that's been hard for me to do. I just can't sit down and journal. I'm not consistent with it. I'll start it and then I don't do it anymore. But I'm going to create the journal. Do you ladies journal? But if you do, what kind of journaling do you do? The closest I came to journaling, one time a coworker gave me a Christian planner, and it had a lot of space for journaling in it, and I sort of kept up with that for the whole year. And after I finished it, that ended my journaling career as well. But I was impressed with how I kept up with that one. All right, so there's that one. And we're going to go over the top of it with some Mod Podge. And this kind of made my page buckle a little bit, but when I'm done with it and I close it up, I'm sure that will press it back down. But for now, it's kind of puckered a little bit. It'll be all right. All right, let's try this. Let me put the lid on this Mod Podge. So there's that. Now, one of the things that I collected was these little envelopes. And I thought they were really cute. And what I want to do is I want to make a little notepad to go inside. So I got these little notepads actually. And I'm going to cut them to size. This is the size I need to slide into these envelopes so people can actually pull them out and journal with them. And I cut this one out just to see what size I needed. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this so that it will fit in that little envelope. And I'm going to Mod Podge it onto a piece of cardstock because it seems to be a little bit too flimsy to slide easily into my little pocket. So I'm going to Mod Podge this. But there's our little notepad. And this is just a piece of, what is it called? It's chalk paper. But I'm going to Mod Podge this on here. I don't know why. No, I'm not. I'm going to use this stick glue. And I'm just going to glue this on here. And then we're going to cut it out. And we're going to slide it into that little pocket. And that way people can pull it out and journal on it. And it'll be easier to get it in and out because it's not so flimsy. So let me cut this out. Make sure it will still fit in my little pocket. I think it still might be a little bit too wide. So I'm going to trim it some more. And let's see if it'll fit. You put that corner down. I might need to do this with Mod Podge because that corner came right up. All right, let's slide this in our little pocket. Just trim this a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and put the pocket down too. So let's put the, I'm gonna do the Mod Podge because that just seems to be the easiest way. So let's put our little pocket down and let it dry. And I'm going to slide my little notepad in here. And there's that. That's our first little journaling area. And let's decorate this little pocket some because it's kind of plain. So I got, what I do with the notepad? This notepad. And it's got a lot of pretty pages in here. But one of the ones that I like most is I was flipping through here. You find it. Was this one. Because it had a lot of little pretty things on this one that I like. So I'm going to use some of this to sort of decorate my little pocket. And I think I'm going to use this little butterfly up here. Actually, I think it's a moth. All right, there's our little moth. And I am just going to add some glue to my little pocket and put my little moth on here. Then I got this little, thought I had a couple of them, little sheet of words. Let's see what's on here. In dreams and in love, there are no impossibilities. I like that. I think I'm going to stick that one on here. All right. Now, next page. I think I am just going to put a whole little journaling page in here. I'm not even going to cut this one down. Let's pull this one up a little bit so you can see it. And on this page, I'm just going to put the whole page. This is my first time creating one of these, y'all, so I'm learning. Okay. So let's just put this right here in the center. And that's not quite straight. I think that's better. So now you got a whole page that you can write on. And I'm going to put this flower on here. And as I find more stuff, I'll probably come back through here and add stuff to each page. But right now, I'm just getting it started. And if you're not already following me, I would greatly appreciate it if you will follow me, like my page, share my page. Also, this is being streamed into the Crafting Network, so go over and join the Crafting Network. There's several crafters in that group, and we go live all the time. There's always somebody going live, it seems, in that group. So come over to the Crafting Network as well and join us. In a week or so, a couple of weeks, we're going to be having an event called Trash to Treasure, the Trash to Treasure event, where we're going to be using stuff that we would normally throw away to create. That's going to be a 2-day event. So yeah, go over and join the Crafting Network so you can get in on that. All right, so there's that. And I'm just going to put it right here in this corner. Move that so you can see what I'm doing. So, okay. So right here we have the the creative process, and I put this little pocket here, and I made a little journaling page that you can pull out right on and put it back. And I also put this little saying here that says, in dreams and in love, there are no impossibilities. On the second page, I just added another journaling spot and this little flower that I thought was quite cute. And like I said, as I find more stuff, and I've got a lot of stuff, believe me, I got a lot of stuff, I will be adding to this. But when I was flipping through this pad, I saw another little thing that I really liked. Let me see if I can't find it. There's a lot of things in here that I really like, but this little thing caught my eye. It was a, let me see if I can find it. I've had these pages, this little bird and clock right here. I've had these pages for a long time, and I've not done anything with them. When I first bought them, my daughter was like, Mama, why are you buying all that paper? And I was like, just because it's pretty. So now I'm finally, here, years later, getting to use my paper. And I'm going to show you what this is in just a second. Let me get it cut out. Okay. This little bird and this clock. I find it adorable. And I'm going to go ahead and find a spot for it in here. There's no rhyme or reason where I'm putting stuff. And normally when I go live, I always have a finished project to post. And I'm not going to have a finished project this time because this is going to be an ongoing project that I'll come live and work on from time to time. But I want to get started today. Just like I said, I've been wanting to do a junk journal for years. And I've collected a lot of stuff and never used it. Okay, Kelly, have a good evening. Thanks for coming. All right, so there's that. And I am just going to place it right here in the corner of this page. So let's get some glue on the back of it. Actually, let's do some Mod Podge because this is kind of heavy. All right, I'm just going to put it right here in the corner of this page and smooth it down. And I want to add a pocket to this page as well. And I want to use some of this script on this pocket. So let me just cut out a little piece of this paper. And I don't know how well you can see it, but it does have some script on it. It's a little faint. But I'm going to glue it to this pocket. I got these little teeny tiny pockets on Amazon. And I'm going to glue it to the back side, because that's the side that you actually want to see. And you'll see why I said that in a minute. So let's glue this down. And then we're going to trim it to fit. I don't measure anything. I just glue it down, then trim to fit. I need to move this over some. All right. So let's trim this down. So that it'll fit my envelope. And I'm going to use my little bone to smooth this down. What is this called? A bone. Oh, I can't think of the word. But anyway, I'm going to use that to smooth this down. What is it called? So there you go. Now, the reason I said I put it on the back is because I'm going to glue this little flap down like so. And so you're not going to see the front of it, but I'm going to glue the flap down. There you go. And if you want to, you can still flip this over and write on the back of it, or I may decorate the back. We'll see. But what I did, the reason I did this like this, because I got these little cards. They're encouraging little cards. This one says, "So you are amazing. Hi, Bonnie. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for hanging out with me." This one says, "You are amazing" on one side, and on the other side it says, "If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be." And I'm just going to slide that right in my little pocket. A kind of encouragement, if you will. And I think I will go ahead and put something on the back of this. Just so it'll be pretty if you flip it up, because you can flip it up and write on the page below it or whatever. But I don't want it to be so plain when you flip it up. So I'm just going to put this on the back of it. It's just a little strip. I have got to find my paper trimmer so I can cut stuff straight, because right now I'm not doing a very good job at being straight. I'm just going to put that out there. This is not straight at all. So I'm just going to put that back there so it'll be just a little bit decorative. Let's move this down. Then I have this little right here that says, "Life is so much fun when you share it with someone." And I'm going to put that right here. So it's like a cute little surprise when you flip it up. So there's that. So let's look at what we got so far. Like I said, I chalked the outside years ago and never did anything else with it. And now on the inside it says "Created to Create." My creative process, and I got a little pad right here that you can journal on. And of course this whole page right here, this little page you can journal on. I got my Parisian rice papers that I'm sure I'll be adding stuff to it. My little pocket with the inspiration card inside of it. And the little bit of inspiration beneath it when you flip it up. And this right here, I just thought it was really cute. Further back here, I have a page that I've started. We will work on at some other point, wherever it is. Right here, all it says is "P.S. Don't forget to have fun." And in the very back, this one says, "You can." End of story. So this is what we're doing. We're going to go through and we are going to create this junk journal randomly. I will come on here randomly and do it. Like I said, I got a ton of stuff to add to this. One of the little things I wanted to do though is I wanted to create a little pocket with this vellum. Let me find one of my pockets and trace it out and make a pocket. I don't have a black pen on my, but this one is the same color as the flower, so it should be fine. All right. I got 5 minutes. So let's get this cut out and glued down. And you can stick anything you want in these little pockets. It's all up to you. Some people collect little trinkets and they like to stick them in things. So here's our little pocket. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to go around the edge of it. And I'm going to put it on a page. I think I may put it on. I don't want to cover that bike up with this. So I may put it on the opposite page. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me go around the edge of it. And we are just going to stick this on here. Right here in this little corner. And there you have another little pocket that you can tuck things down into. I might have to go back and use a different glue because I don't know how well that's going to stay. But there it is. And we'll find stuff to put in there. But anyway, I think that's all we're going to do today. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. But like I said, I got a lot of stuff. Got a lot of stuff to use for this journal. This is what I got in here. And maybe I'll stick this in that little thing. This says, on one side it says lay sommeil, and on the other side it says sleep. So I'm assuming that that's what lay sommeil means. Somebody let me know if you speak French. And it says to be sleepy. So I'm just going to stick that right in here. And I think that because this is Parisian and this is Parisian, then it just stands Parisian. I'll have something French in my little pocket. So there's that. But anyway, like I said, I'll be coming in randomly with this and just creating pages. And I hope you all will join me and help me to do this. And I'll talk to you all later. Everybody stay safe, stay warm. And again, go join the Crafting Network. And if you're not following me, I would greatly appreciate it if you would follow me and share this video and share my page. And I'm going to go clean up all this mess I made. Y'all have a good one. Bye.